Good morning, freedom fighters. It is 11:11 a.m. Alaska time. Quite a bit to show you today I want to go over. This is at 6 a.m. this morning Alaska time. The continuing of weather modification in the Pacific Ocean is very strong this morning. Let's go over the last 6 hours here. Individual lines is continuously pumped this out from aircraft, and you can also see the chemtrail vessels that are at hand here. These heavier ones are from ships. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5 ships at play here. And uncountable aircraft trails. Each one of these trails are from an aircraft, whether it's commercial or military, being controlled by the UN to spray our skies with this weather controlling material that's also very toxic for the environment. You can actually see the shadow of this trail here from the sun shining down onto a fog bank, I would say that is. But this is ships that's pumping it out also inside that fog bank. They probably can't even be seen by anybody, but they can be seen by the satellites. Let's go over the last 6 hours again and watch the chemtrail vessel as well as these aircraft that sprayed all night. I got a lot to show you. I want to show you how the radar has been working the storm since 1990s. See, this thing is just pumping out all night long, these ships and these aircraft. I want to go over a few things. I want to show you radar loops from 1998 and how they were controlling the storms even that far back. A lot of people wasn't alive that long ago, but I was. This is NextRad radar system controlling the storms in October 1998. Very electrifying the atmosphere, very much so. I got a lot to go over today, so stay with me, warriors. But this is a long time ago. This is 28 years ago. They were controlling our weather. They would knock out cold fronts with this technology where we would not see it in Florida whatsoever. Or they would intensify it so strongly that we had what we called a no-name storm that made my house have 2.5 foot of water when I was a child, 18 years old, I think I was. 23. Might have been 20. 1993 is when it happened, so I was 20 years old. A long time ago now. 30 years ago, they were been manipulating the weather easily, but they've been going. I like to find the ionosphere since the 1930s. They were using weather balloons back then before the radar. Excuse me, the radar system was developed as we know today. But I just want to show you how far back they were controlling the weather, manipulating the weather. They have it under full control now. We're seeing storms like we've never seen before. But this is them electrifying the ionosphere with their NextRad radar systems. Now we have over 6,000 satellites that's brand new that I think is part of the new system, soon to be 42,000 satellites. Stand by, let me show you more updated. This will be from 2011, I believe this next one will be. First, while I have the Warriors' attention, I want to show you Hurricane Matthew with the same technology in 2016 of October. That would be 20 years later, or 18, 19 years later, whatever. I like doing the math real quick there, but let's see here. Let's put it in motion. You'll see Hurricane Matthew come from the south. You'll see how they slow it down, stall it out, make it bump along the coast. I'm going to let it play this speed, and I'm going to slow it down and play it again. Slow it down, half speed. But you see how they control Hurricane Matthew, and that's how they also controlled Hurricane Katrina. And hurricanes from 1962 was, I believe, manipulated. Galveston, the first one ever televised, was one of their operations. But you can see how this technology bounces Matthew right along the coast. Then once they get done with it, they'll just push it right on out of the way. But that's all your NextRads. And they just put a brand new one at my mouth of my river. They got them all over Florida now. There's actually two on an island out here. Let's watch it one more time and I'll go on to some other stuff. You got the gist of it, that they can manipulate these storms. That would have pushed Matthew away, but they destroyed this cold front. It never made it. But they can do whatever they want with Matthew. They made it just ultimate damage along the coast here. That eye of the storm's the worst part of it. The devil is in control of some very powerful technology created by man. Alright, stand by. Let me see what else I can show y'all today. Here's an aircraft spraying out material from the BBC News. I don't think these people are looking for a down aircraft like they claim, since they're above the highly frequency cloud cover spraying the. My aircraft pilot buddy, he said if that was a fuel dump, it would be on the tip of the aircraft, not next to the fuselage. But I just want to show you some real spraying from the BBC News. They said they were looking for down aircraft, but that's not down aircraft. That's spraying pipes. How many pipes does it have? Heavily frequency pattern. See if we can see the guy's badge. Somebody said it was Australia, but I don't know. Is that where I went? I can see his symbol. Somebody recognized it. It looks like British, Australian or something. Stand by. Let me show you some more. I have all kinds of hurricane video pictures of it being controlling, where it's controlling the storm. Here's Ivan, 2004. You can see how they destroyed the cold front. It flattens out the hurricane, and they push it on. Here comes Gene. They destroyed that storm with one flip of a switch. These people really need to be held accountable. They're creating these tornadoes. 1,100 people died in Katrina just in Louisiana alone. Most people don't even realize that. I think 300 and something in Mississippi. Here's Lily, very heavily frequency. I got a lot to show you on the radar, on the satellite today as well. I just want to show you how they're doing it. Let's look at satellite standby. Y'all got the, okay, back where we started. This is at 6 a.m. Alaska time, so it's 11:21 now, Alaska time. So it's Florida, that means it is 3:21 p.m. Alaska, Florida time, East Coast time. Individual aircraft sprays the material out. NextRad radar system controls it, whether it's the ones from satellite or the ground. They keep our oceans clouded for some reason. I'm not sure why, but you can see these machines pushing this material. Let's go back. Let it load. It's going to take a second, so bear with me. This is going to be the last 12 hours of today. Very unusual frequency waves popping up over Alabama. I seen some in Texas again when I was looking at it. Let's zoom in on Alabama first. right there. It's odd that the screen has a problem at the same time, but here you can see the machine turn on. Individual lines, wavy lines are not natural. They call it gravity waves, street clouds, roll clouds, but it's the machine turned on, and it'll push this material anywhere they want. Still see it. Continuing over Alabama, then it spreads out over the state of Georgia. As this storm intensifies, you can see it. That's the end of the time lapses. Like I said, we're at the end of the time here, but you can see heavy frequency waves over Alabama as these storms over my home state intensifying. I hope my family's doing all right. I'm from right here. My first 10 years of my life was a farmer, and I've never seen our skies look like it does over Louisiana at the moment. Let's go to the last 2 hours. Heavy frequency clouds. Some of it overlaps, different directions. Individual lines are not formed in nature in the sky. That is from a machine, like I was just showing you NextRad. Alright, let me see what else I can find. I created a video the other night, but I had pressed pause on the microphone and I forgot to release it. So it messed up halfway, but I thought about putting it into the end of this video, but it's from a couple nights ago where they were heavily spraying offshore of Spain. There's some heavy spraying right this minute. Offshore of Spain and Portugal. But yeah, there's heavy spraying here right now. Now, so look at this island. It looks like a frequency waves coming off this island. Let's do the last 2 hours. See it starting right now. No real reason for them 3, 4 lines, 5 lines. I see it on these islands a lot of times too. But look at the chemtrails. We got the letter A. You know, I've been seeing fewer X's lately, more straight line. Maybe we're getting y'all's attention too much. Alright guys, let me put on this video. It's going to have a little bit of music with it that's all about chemtrails. If this was fake, why would so many artists create songs about chemtrails? Heavy frequency waves over the mountains of Georgia, Tennessee. Very distinct frequency waves. Put it on the last 2 hours. Pushing this material. Overlapping waves too. When would gravity waves overlap in different directions? Right there, look at that. I'll let it play one more time and I'll stop it. But you can see where it's 2 different machines overlapping. Machine going this way, machine going this way. Stand by. I want to play you that 2 nights ago, what I had created and I never shared. Stand by. Okay guys, this was I think around 10 o'clock at night or something in Alaska. I didn't realize I had messed up on the volume, but I still want you to see the very heavy chemtrail operation that went that night from Ireland all the way down. Heavy chemtrails. Hope you enjoy. I did want this out, so here it is. Stand by for some music about chemtrails and me during the night the other night. I just didn't want to waste this material. Thank you, warriors, for watching this, whoever's standing by.
Cientos de personas quedaron impactadas con la imagen extraña que se dibujó en el cielo. Aparecen verdaderas estelas de fumigaciones, componentes químicos contaminantes y que suelen tener un color blanco brillante.
Estamos en el 2016, rodeados, infectados de Chemtrail. Volando van, volando vienen. Chemtrail. Fumigando nadie los detiene. Chemtrail. Hacen lo que les conviene. Una sociedad pagando con enfermedad sus bienes. Chemtrail. Volando van, volando vienen. Chemtrail. Fumigando nadie los detiene. Chemtrail. Hacen lo que les conviene. Una sociedad pagando con enfermedad sus bienes. Fumigando esa mierda puede ser letal. Luego nos hablan de la hierba y la hacen ilegal. Les da igual si hace bien o mal. Se amarga o el planeta se carga y peta. A escala global, a la larga cortan tu vida. No preocupa dónde tiran. Residuos que contaminan, radioactivos, fungicidas. Ya está bien tanta mentira, tanta pantomima. Eres tú quien domina. Ni la UE, ni EEUU, ni Naciones Unidas, ni Rusia, ni China. El colmo es que lo sano se prohíba. Está jodida la comida, la bebida, hasta el aire que respiras. Ahora encima juegan a ser dioses con el clima. Chemtrail. Volando van, volando vienen. Chemtrail. Fumigando nadie los detiene. Chemtrail. Hacen lo que les conviene. Una sociedad pagando con enfermedad sus bienes. De aquí al futuro progreso va fatal. ¿Qué es eso que sulfatan? Seguro que te mata. ¿Con qué fin oscuro nos empapan? Yo duro de plata. Te lo juro, no dudo que sea puro matarrata. La gente no ve el cielo, no se percata. Fumigan cobre al pobre pa' sacarle oro y plata. En 2 días saldremos con mascarillas por si lo pillas. De nada les vale rogarles de rodillas. El día es soleado en Alicante. Hay vientos moderados. Desde el levante habían cientos cuando levanté. Obseso a eso de las 6. No son las nubes eso que veis, son el rastro de los Chemtrail. Volando van, volando vienen. Chemtrail. Fumigando nadie los detiene. Chemtrail. Hacen lo que les conviene. ¿Y tú qué vas a hacer? Haz algo que valga la pena, o será nuestra condena. Si palman ellas, vamos nosotros en cadena. Desaparecen las abejas, se extinguen las colmenas. Estamos entre rejas, sin estar en trena. Entrena al don de la solución pa' cada problema. El lema es que el sistema y su conspiración es extrema. La única salvación que queda ante lo que nos sobrevuela es que sálvese quien pueda. Chemtrail.
Acaba de pasar un
Chemtrail.
Las garras van tirando, a las personas se les fumiga.
Chemtrail.
Hidromoetano y aluminio con diversos propósitos.
Chemtrail.
I really wish I could understand his language. I'm not even sure exactly what it is. It sounds like Spanish to me in the beginning. But for one thing for sure, in the area of France is heavy frequency waves, massive chemtrail operation going across Spain and the Atlantic Ocean and over my homeland of Ireland, and I'm sure my homeland of Norway. But very distinct chemtrailing today. Good morning, freedom fighters. It is 12:27 a.m. Alaska time, and it is daylight in England and my homelands. Our homelands. Most of us are not native to America. I don't know if y'all realize that. But I do have native blood. My grandma was very much a native of America. And my grandfather was Norwegian. But massive chemtrail operations ongoing this moment. God, have mercy. How many aircraft? How many lines can we count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There's at least 24 lines in that sector. And it goes all the way to our homelands. Massive chemtrail operation going on in England. Oh, have mercy. people say this doesn't exist, but why do I have entire playlists of chemtrail songs from artists? I mean, my goodness, right here. Every one of these artists is singing about chemtrails. Every single one of them. Some of them is quite amazing. This man here truly knows what's going on. They don't even put a commercial on it.
I was born in a concrete jungle, born to a system that just don't care. Surrounded by warfare and corruption, a place where chemtrails pollute the air. There's no getaway from the chemical trails what them spray. There's no getaway, polluting the atmosphere every day. There's no getaway from the poisonous toxin that left the sky gray. There's no getaway. Me wonder if them really wanna hear what me say. Hey. I spy with my little eye chemtrails everywhere, all across the sky. Billions of people, them bound to die. The soil, them polluting the trees, them a cry. Round the world for them planes, them a fly. With dangerous toxins for kill I and I, like barium, arsenic and aluminium and mercury, burning on them titanium. Goodness is a Babylon, I try to block out the sun. Got them chemtrails connected to them heart system. Never control the weather across the nation, and they give the people false information. With them heart system, them causing a quick and tsunami, hurricane, tornado, Babylon, and a massive army. And soon them I go send no feed them, please and feed them mommy. It's clear to see them wanna harm we. There's no getaway from the chemical trails what them spray. There's no getaway, polluting the atmosphere every day. There's no getaway from the poisonous toxin that left the sky gray. There's no getaway. Me wonder if them really wanna hear what me say. Yo, in at the year, them a spray aluminium. Said they want the population to a minimum. Plain tax with arsenic, them filling up. Fly round the world, plenty people, them killing them. And them looking at me like the villain on. With them a look for kill about 5 billion. From Brisbane, Australia, back to Brazilian. Them run for kill off the innocent. There's no getaway from the chemical trails what them spray. There's no getaway, polluting the atmosphere every day. There's no getaway from the poisonous toxin that left the sky gray. There's no getaway. Me wonder if them really wanna hear what me say. Chemtrails spread through the rain and the breeze. It make you start cough, it make you start sneeze. In fact, it's responsible for many of disease and cancers, heart pain, depression and fatigue. Same for the soil, it's the same for the trees. I know what I'm talking is hard to believe. That we can't trust even the air that we breathe. That we can't trust information we receive. That billions should have never pass and bereave. And them don't give a damn about the baby what Eve. They're telling us license Adam and Eve. The truth will make you heave. There's no getaway from the chemical trails what them spray. There's no getaway, polluting the atmosphere every day. There's no getaway from the poisonous toxin that left the sky gray. There's no getaway. Me wonder if them really wanna hear what me say. I was born in a concrete jungle, bound to a system that just don't care. Surrounded by warfare and corruption, a place where chemtrails pollute the air.
Really good song. So many of them. This guy's good. Has a really good song. He's done.
What if you could do
actually on
SEO?
Twitter. Ah, they put a commercial on his song, huh? All you gotta do is back on the computer. I love that right there. So many artists is talking about this phenomenon of chemtrails.
Dirty blue sky, dirty blue sky. It was clear before the planes flew by. Tic-tac-toe bridge, blitzkrieg in the sky. Oh, why? Why do they do this to us? It should fill everyone with disgust. Dirty blue sky, dirty blue sky. Aluminum colored sunsets, dead birds on the ground. Poison in the water we drink, and 5G all around. Oh man, did you know? Tell everyone you know that it's all just meant for a show. Dirty blue sky, dirty blue sky. Sacrificial sleeping sheeple, just like little lambs. Wake up, all you sleeping beauties. Wake up while you can. Dirty blue sky, dirty blue sky. Dirty blue
Well, I hope you liked that, guys. That's kind of where I forgot to turn the audio back on. Voice. They were building up storms that night in the United States as well. Frequency waves over Colorado that night was pushing that material, literally creating it out of the blue. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Alright, we are back. Thank you to the Warriors who are still standing by. You were the only Warriors 30 minutes into this. But heavy crisscross frequency waves over Georgia and Alabama. Continues all the way across Louisiana. Brand new storms being created in Texas. Let's go back to the last 2-hour loop where these storms were developed out of nothing. No cloud formation. I don't know if it's lasers, straight lines, you know, heavy frequency waves. But I just wanted to show what I had captured the other night. Massive frequency waves over Nevada. I might make a new video just smaller. I hope the Warriors really enjoyed the music there. It's for us. These artists has been shadow banned, and I'm sure just completely blacklisted for trying to show us the truth. But heavy chemtrail in at this moment, and ships as well. It's funny how the ships are staying in the fog bank. See that? They're just staying hidden. There's even one in this fog bank. Look where he did a U-turn. When do ships do U-turns? I mean, come on. See what he was doing 6 hours ago. Yeah, that's the same vessel. Came from the north and did a hard turn, and then that cloud completely went over that island. Let's zoom on him. There he comes from the north and going back to the, from the north and going back to the north, and then his cloud just completely goes over that island. What is he spraying? Again, thank you to the Warriors that are still listening. Y'all are the true Warriors. And hopefully some of the ones that has donated are still listening. I'll make sure I mention it in my next video, but y'all are truly helping me more than y'all ever understand. Very heavy frequency waves over Canada. Excuse me. We see it in Alaska. The Gulf of Alaska has been heavily frequency. This is an unusual spin out here. I'm going to make a new video if I have time. I got to go to the doctors. I'm scared of them, but I have a pretty major cyst in my neck I got to get rid of somehow. Somewhere. Standing by. Commercial Fisherman out. As I watch this very unusual frequency waves coming off Sand Point here. They wouldn't have a machine there, would they? That's where I'm going to start my video off at. Where are they really coming from there? There's waves off of all this. Frequency waves, anyhow. Commercial Fisherman out. Y'all have a good day, good night, good evening, and good morning. We're all on different timelines. The earth is not flat. Stand by.